Hi, everyone. I am Nancy Vati, and thank you for joining me today as we gear up to discuss a lot about what innovation is about, and most importantly, the Accenture Innovation Challenge for this year. I've been with Accenture for almost 8 years now, and I must tell you, there are many times where I think about the whys and I also think about the why nots. And it's important that I share this with you today because that's what innovation is about. It's about thinking about what's within the box and importantly, what's outside the box. And at Accenture, it's very core to what we do. It's how we deliver 360-degree value. And innovation is what we bring to the table because of this diverse global talent that we have. Joining me today in this session is Madan Kumar. Madan Kumar is our Accenture leader who's been with us for over 18 years. He works in a technology delivery practice for our Australia and New Zealand clients and has an exciting space because he's a serial innovator and is going to be here to share his experience of how he lives and breathes innovation along with his team every day. Madan has keen interest in client co-innovation, behavioral economics, artificial intelligence and ethical artificial intelligence practices, talent development, and most importantly, caring compassionately for people. So, Madan, I welcome you to this quick chat we're going to have today on innovation and our Accenture Innovation Challenge. How are you doing?
Doing great. Thank you very much for having me over in this session.
Madan, it was important that I talk to you today because you have been a two-time global winner of our Accenture Technology Global Technology Innovation Contest. So for me, it's but natural to ask you one important quick question. What motivated you to be an innovator?
I think significantly, right, is the culture of our company and the DNA and its focus on innovation. Me being part of this company since the time I was an intern, I have seen our company's focus on innovation. And from another sense, it is also about making a difference in the world through the power of technology in my own little way. And this temper of being able to contribute to this particular span has grown over a period of time. The passion has grown, and being able to kind of bounce off the ecosystem has been a key aspect of uh, me developing this innovation temper and contributing to this particular ecosystem. I would just put it that
Yeah,
way.
absolutely, Madan. I can't agree with you more because I think the ecosystem, invites that innovator, inculcates that innovator in you as well. So at Accenture, that's one thing I believe most people I've asked this question to will say the same. So thanks for sharing that. Apart from, I do believe that you need a little madness to be an innovator, and I see that as part of the way your name is shaped. So I believe that you're so suited for this from the day you began, innovating on technology. So quick check. How has apart you mentioned about the ecosystem supporting you, but how else has Accenture helped you grow as an innovator?
I think Nancy, it's like a loaded question. Let me do justice to that particular
Yeah.
question. Um, See, there are multiple dimensions to it. I think the one aspect is the company has been very focused and also formalized about how it uh, brings us into its fold as innovators and developing that innovation temper.
Yeah.
Um, uh, by when I say focus, there is a certain component of training to it. We are put through trainings in terms of design thinking, in terms of creativity, in terms of the form methodology. So there is a degree of focus in terms of how it drives this particular aspect. The second aspect is the whole innovation architecture. uh, you have ventures. We being part of the innovation hub, we talk to folks who are from Accenture Ventures, startups, that particular ecosystem. We are talking to industry, the communications industry, which I am actually part of and grown up with. There is this whole aspect around research. Accenture puts out top quality research in terms of innovation, what people outside are doing, which we are actually exposed to. That's the second aspect. The other aspect is in terms of articulation, storytelling, narrative. all of those particular aspects we are, we are engaged with. There is formal trainings happening there. That's another aspect. There is the aspect of intellectual property, right? The Accenture IP legal team has supported me in filing 8 patents. I have got 3 grants, and this is not my accomplishment. It's the accomplishment of the ecosystem, our IP legal teams, mentors, so on and so forth. I think, and the last bit is the whole gamification aspect, which the innovation challenge is about. And this brings the best minds, the best mentors, jury together to be able to give this whole compressed experience of innovation, which kind of takes your talent from a certain level upwards within a very short span of time, giving you that focus, commitment, mentorship, all of this. So I would like to answer this question from multiple perspectives. I know I've left out a few dimensions, but I think these are what come to my mind immediately.
I think for all of the people who tuned in, Madan, what you've highlighted are many aspects to what makes innovation right and center in everything we do. Many aspects. And as you said, it was a loaded question. I do also believe like the culture that we have of equality, where everyone's ideas have an equal stake at the table, adds to also something that you said. And I can't agree with you more. To be a continuous learner, I think there's enough at Accenture that would have supported you. Um, I'm hoping to hear more about it soon from many of the other innovators that we will keep in touch with throughout this whole journey of Accenture Innovation Challenge. I have a question about innovation. At the end of it is about solving for a
Correct.
problem or solving for a situation that needs to get better. And I know that there are 3 tracks that we are conducting our Accenture Innovation Challenge on. Could you tell me a little bit about your winning innovation and what and how you were able to bring it to life?
Maybe, Nancy, I'll take 2 or 3 minutes to kind of give you um, a kind of a comprehensive response on it. See, I have great passion in teaching, and I've been a pro bono faculty member at a private university in Bangalore for the longest time. And I actually saw in 2017 that there was a huge gulf in how um, uh, career counseling and the whole perspective of educating people towards opportunities that are there in education is there from how it is in the urban areas to rural areas, and bringing that aspect of career counseling and opportunity, bringing them in terms of the whole opportunity engagement. There was a huge gulf, and I developed an AI-based innovation in how that situation can be improved for our rural students, connecting universities, opportunities. That actually won the second place in the global technology innovation contest in 2017. I think a year later, we faced a specific client problem where our client had acquired about 9 million poles, telecom poles, to be inducted into their network. And after they purchased it, spending millions and millions of dollars, they actually realized that the database of these poles didn't actually match with the actual physical presence of these poles. And we bought computer vision technology together with RPA to be able to reduce human efforts in doing surveys, in recognizing, classifying the existence of these poles using Google Street View and computer vision. This was another real example which really made a big difference to our client, and I was greatly honored to be part of this innovation, origination of this innovation. The last couple of GTICs, which you basically spoke of, I think it was a very topical problem around um, uh, how wildfire basically impacts communication. Communications become central to our life. The 2 aspects of my innovation was around prediction of wildfires and mitigation of its impact on telecommunication devices and services. That was one. And last year, we basically took the challenge of uh, taking Accenture's CSR spend, amplifying it for our blue collar community, post them getting skilled in the NGOs that we sponsor for skilling, in terms of giving them an opportunity of lifelong learning, employment, as well as span an ecosystem for them to communicate with each other. So my innovations were focused on a number of different areas which solved real life challenges, and these have all gone live and these have actually been implemented. And I take great sense of gratification that these have contributed in its own smallest way to the society.
Madan, first of all, thank you. Thank you for innovating and thank you for sharing that perspective in a steroid capsule of sorts. What I also gathered is that innovation is just not about doing it for the business, but the fact that you can innovate for society, you can innovate for people and their experiences, as well as for the ecosystem along with that, what we do for clients, which is the whole 360 that we keep talking about in terms of creating value. So thank you for sharing that with us. Madan, I have two more questions for you. Could you tell us a few hacks on how to be a great innovator?
Nancy, that's a great question, and it kind of takes me back to a reflective mode. I think the one aspect is around collaboration with our extensive ecosystem, um, being able to kind of take advantage of the network we have, the network of experts, subject matter experts, industry experts, the ventures ecosystem, all of this that we have, and being intentional about it, going and talking to these people and absorbing the knowledge that they have. It also has a component of problem solving and analytical skills. And obviously, there is a strong emphasis on articulation as well as bringing all of these various talents together to be able to achieve a common uh, outcome. And the Innovation Hub is obviously a place for all of this to actually happen, which has given us this platform. I would say these would be some hacks.
We have a lot of young innovators and promising innovators who've joined us today to engage in this conversation, Madan. And many of them, I'm sure, are keen to participate in the Accenture Innovation Challenge. We launched the challenge, as you would know, on August 25th, and entries have been pouring in. So I'm quite sure that your hand being raised as the jury is going to be a nice challenging job. Could you tell us a bit more on how everyone could participate for those who tuned in?
Absolutely, Nancy. The Accenture Innovation Challenge is here again, and uh, it's literally a confluence of the brightest innovators with a passion to create meaningful change. I have actually been a jury in the past couple of editions of this particular contest, and I have actually been left excited and inspired by the quality of ideas and the fact that many of these ideas have actually been taken through to fruition and have come alive in the market. This year's theme, Nancy, is Innovate for 360 Value, and it's based on this unique approach that we have to unlock opportunities for societal business good, and there are exciting rewards actually waiting for young talents who want to come forward and participate in this. So if our innovators have what they think is a winning idea, they have solid determination and have a sense to make a difference, they are welcome to come forward and take part in this biggest of platforms and shine. Uh, there are three themes as part of the Innovate for 360 Value this year. The Accenture Innovation Challenge, the three themes are innovate for business, innovate for society, and innovate for a sustainable world, which is, of course, a most important third aspect and a new aspect they're actually bringing through as part of the Accenture Innovation Challenge this year. So, Nancy, do you have anything further to add as part of this particular contest?
Yeah. The three themes that you shared, Madan, were clearly the way we deliver value as well today. Yeah, three exciting themes, Madan, agree with you. What's interesting is what's in it for the participants beyond just the amazing experience they're going to have at the Accenture Innovation Challenge, is bragging rights on national platforms as they showcase their innovation, being mentored by industry leaders, a great opportunity that will hold good for years to come and memories that they make, and irresistible incentives and prizes worth INR a lakh per team member. Um, and what's more important, I have one more important thing that I would love to share is that this whole process is going to give the participants an opportunity for a fast track interview if you're eligible as per your campus recruitment process for this year of 2022. So all of these just make Accenture Innovation Challenge an exciting opportunity for you to put on that innovation hat and send us your entry where it's accenture.com/innovation challenge /India. You're gonna find the URL somewhere below, I presume, or at the end of the video. Very excited. Ever since we launched the program on August 25th, we've had entries pouring in. We're going to be closing the gates on at the end of September. So please put in those entries, gang up as team members, put those innovation hats on, and we're looking forward to hearing from all of you. Madan, thank you for your time. I'm really looking forward to seeing what you think of the entries once they come in, and that's it from all of us here at Accenture. Thank you.